Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris with me, Alfapiomega, and the Star Trek New Horizons mod. We get an event called Fundamental Decorations of the Martian Colonies. Representatives from all over Mars stood ill at ease in one corner of the mess hall, Schiaparelli base, as attendants hurried to drag in more seats. The hall was ill-fitting for such a distinguished occasion, but rugged Mars has yet to manufacture anything else that could house such a large gathering. Finally, they were all allowed to enter. The red planet is no more, replaced with something that appears almost green. Thousands of migrants from Earth flock here, and the population is booming. It is clear to everyone something must be done. A short while later, after the meeting commenced, John Hammerlich, now old and distinguished, stepped in front of the short podium. He was the representative of Gunderstor's Dome, one of the largest in the 22nd colonies of Mars, and his gravely voice spoke for all. We stand here, not unlike our forefathers did in the grand old city of Philadelphia, not to cast off tyranny, but to embrace freedom. We take the first step today as we make the fundamental decorations of the Martian colonies. This will not be an easy negotiations. I don't actually know what's up with that. The habitability is still 75. What is your problem? Someone is working on a tile without an upgrade. Okay. Basics physics lab is for you. Axonar, same thing. Okay, you need to get something. I would like to build you a frontier clinic, honestly, but that doesn't seem to be the right choice. I'm actually gonna build the frontier clinic here and move you over there. Tare can get an upgrade, so let's get it. Cancri Prime, Jesus. Mossad can get upgraded. Tunch can get upgraded. Okay, let's get these. Eridani Prime can get an upgrade, so let's get that. And Alot. We're just burning through the credits here. Gotta get an engineering lab here. And the battle in P-Pieces Australis is continuing. We are clearing out the aliens here. It's not an easy task, but so far we have been able to do that without much damage to our ships. And I believe this won't be any different. The shields are holding... Okay, Soyuz is starting to have a bit of a problem. They penetrated their shields. No matter how it has been damaged. But they don't seem to be... No. Soyuz is getting more damage, so is Narwhal. But I don't think the aliens will be here long enough to destroy them. Yeah, they're down to 4 last ships. Okay, but we'll need to fix these ships. I'm gonna send them to repair and upgrade. Our ships are almost there. You know what, I'm gonna let you stick around because it's kind of important for you to be here in case more aliens get in here. Okay, society research got a boost. Orbital, oh my god, Orbital Science Center, giving physics, society and engineering research. Oh, that's a great one. But we need these. No, we're gonna go for the Orbital Science Center. Though it's virtually useless for us because we don't have places to put it right now. I can't get more star bases at this point. Well, but it's good to know that it's there and that we will be able to put it somewhere once we get to the right point. I'm definitely looking forward to increasing our starbase level to starbase level 2, but we need superior starbases for that, and it will cost 1,000 to get them. Well, we'll see how those will do. Second event in the fundamental decorations of the Martian colonies. It was one of the most heated contested articles in the fundamental declaration of the Martian colonies. Mars was transforming under the comet barrage of the Mars Initiative, becoming a paradise for humanity. But at what price? That was at least the question of a vocal group called the Preservers. They called terraforming an abomination, man exerting its influence over another pristine land, one it has no right to call home. As the Preservers gained power, the newly founded Senate of the Confederate Martian Colonies grew concerned. Eventually, and under constant pressure from the public, the Senate agreed to a wide range of regulations that will severely limit the extent of the Mars Initiative. No one seems to be happy with the solutions, and the terraforming of Mars has been delayed for years. Well, that's interesting. Third event in the Dreams of a Blue Planet. In 100 years or so, this new shiny research facility will no longer be the Carl Sagan Institute of Technology. Richard Daystrom and all his dazzling, maddening, brilliant glory will reshape the galaxy and acquire the name to himself. But well before that, the venerable Annex will already be a bastion of research and academia. Inspired by the pioneering spirit of old and the new Fundamental Declaration Charter, the local Martians have decided they must be able to rival Earth, not only in industry, but in their contribution to mankind as well. The vision lasted into the future, making Mars one of the most respected scientific institutes in the galaxy. Did they build something on Mars? Let me see. Oh, hell yes! Daystrom Institute of Technology produces 555. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. So, who are we gonna put in there? I guess you, because the minerals... I guess you. I wonder what the ending habitability will be. Death of André Dubois has been felt across the United Federation of Planets. Reaches Montreal. Okay, let's find a good ship for him. Where are the fleets? Here. André Dubois. So Montreal to Mogeson or Narwhal. Montreal, Intrepid class. That's a destroyer. Okay. So that's a destroyer. Temosi class. USS Churchill. USS Deruta. And nothing here. So the Montreal was the one. USS Montreal, was it in the Federation fleet? Yes. So let's rename the Montreal to André Dubois. So yeah, this is looking good. Mars is becoming really good. I wonder if we're gonna get more places like this later on. Gardeners of Mars. Partially terraformed. I don't know what the abandoned terraform project is, really. I don't know what that one is supposed to mean, but well, we'll see. The Pirate Haven. The USS Columbus reports that the fleet has encountered a significant pirate presence in the Fulas system. Judging by preliminary scans of the immense ships and the stations harboring them, this is a historical pirate port. It has been likely in uninterrupted operation since whatever ancient era it was first spawned. What the hell is it?
Evading hostiles.
Oh dear God! Well, that is truly a huge place that I do not want to get involved in. So thank you for all the fish, but no thank you. That's insane. Game, you're absolutely insane. It is raining on Mars. Of course, the first drop lands undocumented, many kilometers from the nearest human being. Everyone can walk around freely and unaided on the surface, but the population is still in the low millions, and has not yet spread to every corner of the planet. The vast weather monitoring system, of course, is carefully turned to keep track of violent storms, not a gentle summer drizzle. But today, it is raining on Mars, and it will not be the last time. Did we get another boost in habitability? No. But I got a review that says that Mars is 90% colonized, and that is pretty impressive. Or colonized, terraformed, not colonized. And we get the uranium alloy hull. We could get photon torpedo dilithium recrystallization center. Oh, that's the one. Okay, that's that one. We could use more dilithium to get a higher naval capacity. We finished the research into the shield technology breakthrough, and now we can choose between covariant shields and regenerative shields. Covariant shields use an array of generators to create an overlay of several shield layers at different frequencies. The result is a shield bubble that is capable of absorbing a lot of damage, but with a reduced regeneration rate. I recommend these shields if you plan to focus mostly on short, decisive engagements. Regenerative shields use a large volume of shield capacitors and store and quickly replenish any damaged shield quadrant. However, they focus on capacitors instead of generators, and that sort of reduces their overall damage blocking capacity. If you run a fleet of larger, slow vessels, which would result in longer. Let's go with regeneration shields. Regenerative shields. And we can choose... Oh, this is nice. Resettlement cost, research speed, and starbase influence cost. But look at these prices! Influence cost, well, that's nice, but I think we're gonna go with research speed. It's gonna take 59 months. But that's just insane. We're finally finishing the research into the giant skeleton that we had here for so long. USS Einstein finally got back. And let's see what it is. After continued studies of the massive skeletal remains found on the Mizar 4A, Science Officer Sanak has concluded that the creature served as some kind of organic starship. Much smaller bones from at least 3 separate species were found within the larger skeleton, and we assume that these came from members of the crew. For unknown reasons, this organic starship suffered catastrophic damage and crash-landed on Mizar 4A. While we cannot begin to understand the biological engineering necessary to grow a starship like this, the study of these bones alone have substantially advanced our knowledge. Oh, that's nice. And we have a ship here ready to build a station there. So you, in the meantime, are gonna go where? You have 2,000. You have even more. We don't know how many of you are there. Maybe we could check that system. But we do have a... No, we don't actually. We don't. So let's send you here. You're gonna facilitate this and that. And our Federation fleet has been upgraded. Now it has 2,500 points worth of strength. So let's send them to here and... Oh no, we do see that. Crap, they're just too strong. They're just too strong. And there's nowhere else to go. So you can go back to Earth. Here. Enter orbit and then upgrade. Well, I guess that's gonna work. I have been fighting heavily with the energy recently. I had to do a couple of trades to replenish the credits, but I believe that we have a place that has 2 of those special... Where the hell are they? Oh, here, Eridani Prime. They're... Wait, what are you upgrading? Oh, you're upgrading the engineering lab. Okay, once that one is done, I think they should start building this Perugian Peruvian power plant, and once that is done, we're gonna build a power hub that should give us extra energy and boost of 10%. So just for these two, that will be 3. With these two, it should be 4, so about 6 extra energy. I'm hoping that's how it works. But it's definitely worth with these guys. So it's gonna give us like 8 in the end. Borders closed. Taro has finished whatever it was doing, so let's upgrade you here. And you finished as well. So we can upgrade the energy plant here too. Is there anyone? Yeah, we do have a lot of food, so we might want to switch to here. Actually, let's switch like this. That gives us a bit more energy. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We, in the meantime, researched the what's it called? Orbital Science Center. So I'm looking forward to building these when I can. But so far, I haven't really found any applicable places. We don't have additional starbase capacity that could deal with this, so we'll just have to wing it. Haika, how are you doing? I'm getting better. Okay, we're running a laboratory, and a power plant here. So let's switch you like this and put you here. We can lose a bit of food if we want to. And we clear the tile somewhere. I think that was AD Leonis, yes. So we could build a power plant here as well. That would help. We don't have any other specialized buildings that we would like to have here, so let's do it. We could clear this, but that would cost 200. I don't want to do it right now when we're still in the negative numbers. Well, our unit is at 11,000, so I'm looking forward to adopting the Harmony, which should help greatly with the unrest. And Mars is at 85%. So that's also really good. Actually, I think I'm gonna do it like that. Shouldn't that help immediately with what? Oh, okay. It did. So something happened while I was moving them. God damn it, game. Stop teasing me. We had a big drop because our president was changed. And we now have a human Idhad Pat whose starbase module build cost lowered and architecture set build cost -10. Okay, that's not bad. But the guy before had +10 in energy and I didn't notice that. Okay, we get the trading center. Oh, I love that. Oh, and we can finally clear out these kelps. Let's get those immediately. That's a good one. That's a good one. Now, I like to see what this trading center does. Oh, it produces 6 minerals at the cost of 10 energy. Well, okay, that's not as good as it could be. I mean, we could use a bit more minerals, definitely, but, still, it's very expensive compared, and it's 4 energy more on the downside. I mean, in the future, we might look at that. Oh, good, good, good. We have just finished a new Constitution class ship, which is gonna go to Stebnar, where it will reinforce these ships that we have here. The 5 Neptune-class patrol frigates, because it's the only fleet that now has under 1,000 strength, so I wanted to help it a bit. And eventually we're gonna add some more destroyers to the 3rd fleet, I believe. Yeah, we got a cruiser there, or maybe another cruiser. And we're gonna add maybe another cruiser to the 5th fleet to make them strong. All of them will then have near 2,000 strength. Seems like a good plan. Let's upgrade you. And I'm gonna put you in there. I noticed that the Towerites have a bonus on what would be called engineering. They are natural born engineers. Do you have a planet summary? We do, it just doesn't seem to show me what I want to see. For example, here, if we don't have any useful ones on borderlands, why are you getting a bonus? Pacifist, unstable tectonics, okay. So that gives engineering output boost, good.
Survey complete.
Here we have just the endurance. Okay, this one is gonna be built soon, and then we are okay with energy. Yeah, here you can see Tellarites. They're natural engineers, so they're giving a big boost to all of our engineering buildings. It's also a Tellarite. Then Epkaitos. Here we have Tellarites everywhere. Yeah, another. This one. Happiness 60 upon habitability. Would that work? We have a Vulcan here. Can I switch you like that? Oh yeah, it gives a boost, but not a big one. Cooch. Yeah, we need that toxic kelp will be great for us. What can you upgrade? An energy plant here. Good, Pajam. We don't have any on Earth, do we? No, just humans and one trill. Because that would be a good place to have the Tellarites. They would give us extra on everything. So Mason is finished. You can build a starbase here, and let's go for Joiner. Good, so I'm gonna end this episode here and start the next one when I have another update for you. We're growing really fast. By the way, the Delton unit is at about 35% incorporation right now. But I was hoping that we could see Mars as a green planet already. Partially terraformed. But people are really happy here. That's good. I guess we'll see that in the next episode anyway.